everyone, it's Don once again with another look at all the construction happening here in the villages. This week we're going to take a look again at the south end of the villages. We'll start with a look at the construction work going on in the village of Richmond, which is just south of Brownwood, and then we'll move down to the Okahumpka Recreation Center and see the work going on there. First we'll head north, and then we'll turn south, and then eventually we'll turn to the east towards the bridge. From there we'll continue on, we'll circle around the Okahumpka Recreation Center site, and then down to the village of St. John's. First we'll head north towards Brownwood. The bright green area to the right of the medical facility is scheduled to be commercial property. I also wanted to take a minute to say thank you for all the prayers and well wishes for my son David. He's been diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor, and they're telling us he has maybe a year to go. It's a pretty sad time for my family. Also, last month I lost Jessie, my dog. The last 2 months have been ones that I care never to repeat again. On a more positive note, as you noticed, this is video number 96. Number 100 is coming up very soon. In fact, it will be out October 14th. And to help celebrate this, I'm throwing a little get-together at the Evans Prairie Country Club, and you're all invited to attend. There'll be more information about this gathering coming up in the next couple of videos, so please stay tuned and keep watching my videos. As you can see, roads are starting to be laid out and the utilities are going in this area. It'll probably be about another year before houses start being built here. As I turn to the southeast, you can see the village of DeLuna in the upper right corner of the screen, and straight ahead is the location for the new pitch and putt golf course. As you may have noticed, I've picked up a new sponsor, and we're going to hear from them right now.
Hello everybody, my name is Joey Faulkner, owner and operator of 24 Hour Cart Club here in the Villages, a towing service provided strictly for golf carts, whether it be flat tire, run out of fuel, any kind of emergency breakdown. Feel free to call us. You can sign up online at 24hourcartclub.com. You can sign up over the phone, area code 352-661-0562. Use promotion code Wingnut, and that'll give you 3 months free on a year membership. Once again, you can find us on our website, 24hourcartclub.com, or again, you can call us over the phone, area code 352-661-0562.
Coming up, you can see the crane putting in the pilings for the dock that's going to be part of the Okahumpka Recreation Center. This is something new and a little bit different. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to run this, but it will be fun to watch and interesting to see happen. I'm not sure about the lake. It doesn't look very conducive to boating, but that's not unusual for Florida and some of our shallow lakes. In order to maintain a safe distance from the crane, I'll zoom in a little bit and we can get a better look at see what's happening here. All the documents I've seen so far shows this to have both a rec center and a restaurant, so it's not going to be too different from the Finley Grill and Recreation Center. This is the parking lot. This is the north end of the village of St. John's. The shallow utilities and the road beds are now going in. After the stripes and signs are in, it's not long until the houses start being built. Here's the dock again 2 days later. You can see they've put quite a few of these pilings in. This is a very slow process. Each of these pieces are about 30 feet high and have to be driven into the ground. At the top of this tallest piece, you can see the hammer device that's being supported by the crane to slowly drive this into the ground. From here, we're going to move to the east to the Thai Villas development. This is where the prefab houses are being built. As you can see, quite a bit of progress is being made. I spent some time doing some research on these. This is tilt wall construction, and it's actually going to be superior to what we had previously in courtyard villas. Previously, they were either CMU or concrete block, or they were poured in place. The downside to both of these is the rebar only runs vertically. In these prefab walls, they're both vertical and horizontal, so there's much more strength. While there's some savings in time and effort for the prefab walls, the rest of the house is still constructed the same. Here you can see the foundations being poured and made ready. This is exactly the same as any other house. Here's a couple of wall sections. You can see the steel cables sticking out of the edge. When two sections are put together, a steel rod is dropped down between the loops of these steel cables, and then concrete is poured in to make it one solid unit. The steel cables are actually attached to the rebar and not just the concrete in the walls. Here you can see the foundation work being made ready once again. This is exactly the same process that's used in the designer homes and all the other homes that have been built. Here's a couple of foundations that are getting ready to receive their walls. The black lines on the foundation are actually steel rods that will be used to support the walls until the roof is put on to stabilize the structure. Again, this is just tilt wall construction, except it's on a smaller scale. Let's move from Thai Villas all the way to the west side, where Hammock at Finley is being built. A lot has happened here, so our flight path is a little bit different. We'll start at the south, move north, and then turn back around and go south again. This is the south end of Hammock at Finley. As you can see, quite a few homes are getting ready to be put on the market. It'll probably be a couple of more weeks before we actually see this. That's a good thing because there's really not a lot on the market right now. This is the Hummingbird Recreation Area. And if you remember from 2 videos ago, I flew along these houses and you could see them being built in different stages. Now pretty much all of them have roofs and they're moving quite quickly along. As we come to the north end, there's some exciting news. 2 new buildings are going to be built. The Finley Professional Plaza and the Warm Springs Omni building. That's where these 2 arrows are shown. On the left is the Finley Professional Plaza, on the right is the Omni building. Here's a look at the floor plans. You can see that they're just a multi-tenant commercial building for both of them. Still no word yet on the gas station that was supposed to be built to the left of this building. I'll rotate around and head south again so we can take another look at the work that's going on. One of the exciting things that's happened is a bunch of lots along the Red Fox and Gray Fox golf course have been put on the market. I'm going to do a quick flyover to show you most of those.
Hi, I'm John.
I'm Lynn. We live in DeLuna.
I'm Greg.
I'm Marcia. We live in LaBelle.
I'm Marianne.
I'm Bob, and we live in DeLuna.
We love your videos.
Your videos are great.
We look forward to them every time you have one.
That was a quick look. I'm going to do a low pass now so you can get a better idea what the view looks like. This first section is along the Gray Fox golf course. These lots are going anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000 for the lot. I know some people think that's a lot. When they bought their lot, it was only $100,000 or what have you. A lot has changed. The market's changed tremendously, and prices just keep going up. This is along the 3rd and 4th hole of the Gray Fox course. As we move farther north, these lots are along the Red Fox golf course. They start at about $280,000, and the most expensive one was about $400,000. And yes, even at these prices, they are going very quickly. None of the homes in Hammock at Finley are up for sale yet. I checked this morning and the inventory shows there's only about 60 homes available. When they sell 200 homes a month, that's just over a week's worth of inventory. Not a lot there. Currently, all the inventory for homes for sale is in Citrus Grove, but we'll get up there in just a few minutes. Let's head back to the other side of the turnpike, and we'll take a look at the Azeel Recreation Area and the Sawgrass Grove area. This is the square at Sawgrass Grove, and you can see the framing for the stage that's going to be built here. This is supposed to be themed after a railroad car, so it'll be interesting to see how they finish this off. The square here is actually about the same size as the other three. The big difference that I've seen is there's no water fountain in there, or stage, or bleachers set up, so there's more open area for the entertainment and for people to dance and have a good time. That's the Sawgrass Market building. It's home to a few shops and multiple restaurants. Let's take a look at the rest of the Sawgrass Market area. The yellow building is going to be the home sales building. We'll fly around the outside of the square. One of the neat things about this square is it's going to be covered. It's going to be using what's called a tensile fabric roof. At least that's what the plans have shown so far. That'll make it a lot nicer in the summertime and in the rain. There's a lot of good information in the Village's Continuing the Dream series. This advertisement series is available on YouTube, and I'll put a link to it on there. They show a lot of the stuff going on. Obviously, they have a better advantage than I do. They have all the inside track. They also have a professional production team. For me, it's just me that's doing everything. Here's the sports pool. It's been filled for a couple of weeks now. Here's the Azeel Recreation Center. All the interior work is going on right now. Still no word as to when it's going to open yet, though. The putt and play course is definitely benefiting from all the rain and sunshine we've had lately. Things are turning very green here. One nice thing about this putt and play will be it won't have the parking problems that the one over in Finley has. Who knows, maybe someday they'll come up with a solution. I don't know. It's not looking promising at this point. I feel for the residents that live nearby. This is the McCrady's Bar and Restaurant building. You can see the outside seating area on the north side of the building here. We'll take a quick look at the front of the building. We'll move a little south now and look at the Laurel Oak and Live Oak 9 golf courses that make up the Southern Oaks Championship course. This is the course we'll fly. The village of Citrus Grove is on the right. The Southern Oaks Bridge is up ahead. I'll visit that in a little more detail in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Sean Williams. I own PSL Construction. I've owned PSL for 22 years and I've been working for the Villages for 22 years. And I love watching Don's videos every week when he puts them out because it keeps us up to date on the construction in the future. Way to go, Don.
I've met a lot of the workers that build the houses and the rest of the development here, and I'm simply amazed at how many are watching my videos. This is Sawgrass Grove once again. We'll take another pass over the top of it. Now we'll go over the Live Oak 9. Case and Hammock is on the right, and if you look real carefully, you can see that some of the construction has already started on the homes there. In just a minute, I'll show you a comparison of just a few days difference between when they started and where they're at now. The village of Hawkins is at the top of the screen. We'll take a quick flyby of the Case and Hammock neighborhood recreation area. Let's take a closer look at the village of Case and Hammock and what's going on there. This was taken a little over a week ago, and you can see the foundations were being laid and preps were being made. What you're going to see in the next shot is about 10 days later. Here we are in Case and Hammock about 10 days later, and you can see that there's a lot of progress been made. Many of the houses already have roofs on them, lots of walls have gone up, even more foundations are going in. This one is moving at breakneck speed. The speed that they build, though, isn't based on cutting corners. It's based on having a large, dedicated workforce that's skilled in each of their specific trades and is very, very well organized. It's an amazing feat to watch them go. Alright, so now let's go up and we're going to look at the Southern Oaks Bridge. Work has started on the pilings on the north side support of the bridge. The old Bailey Bridge will eventually have to come down to make room for the two new bridges that are going up in its place. Now I'm going to go up to Magnolia Plaza, where they're working on the Omni building, which is another multi-tenant commercial building that's being built. The parking lot and the underground utilities are already in for this new building. Magnolia Plaza seemed to take a long time and was a bit late from what was originally announced, but now there's quite a few businesses there, and business is looking very good based on what I've seen going into each of them. Now let's go take a look at the construction going on north of the village of DeLuna. We'll go out and back on this flight and take a quick look around. We'll start out in the village of DeLuna and we'll follow Marsh Bend Trail up as it's being built. You can see other road beds are now also being prepped in this area. Right here is where the mail station and recreation is supposed to go. The green strip down the middle of the screen is where the underground gas line is buried. All the standing water you see in the construction areas is because of that red clay that they put down. It stops the drainage from being so rapid and actually allows you to grow your lawn. Without it, it'd be bone dry in a matter of minutes. As I'm heading back towards DeLuna, you can see a lot of the streets being laid out and the utilities being buried. Let's go back down to the south again, down to the Lake County area where the new hospital is supposed to be built. To the left of the black line is Lake County, to the right is Sumter County, and you can see that line go all the way up into the horizon. In the Sumter County side will be residential. On the Lake County side will be a new medical facility. I received a copy of an email from a resident who wrote to Gary Search, one of our Sumter County commissioners, and he deemed this a win-win for Sumter County. I don't see how losing jobs and a medical facility to another county, even though it's next door, is a win at all for Sumter County. I think his priorities are screwed up. You can see that email trail. There's a link for it in the description of this video. It's enjoyable reading. And the last statement he makes is, oh, let's talk in person. I guess he doesn't want a paper trail for his words. Now let's head north just a little bit to the Homestead Recreation Center. You can see the roadbed for Megason Road as it extends into Lake County. Tucked into the woods is another large recreation area that's scheduled to have telescope platforms for use by residents. This is the Homestead Recreation Area, still under construction, but it's moving along quickly. Just beyond it, this is more of the village of Citrus Grove. This is actually where most of the homes of the 60 that are available for sale right now exist. They're all along this main road here. We definitely have a shortage of new homes considering how vibrant the market is for the villages. Well, that wraps it up for this video. Watch for the next one. I'll cover the areas north of State Route 44. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that like button. It really helps a lot. I'm Don Wiley. Thanks for watching.